George let me do. A lot of stuff that wouldn't be acceptable for his movies or other theatrical films, but since it was TV, I can make a lot of full miniature sets.
You can't help but every once in a while kind of have that like epiphany of like, wow, this is the same Phil Tippett that, did all this stuff for Star Wars and Jedi, and he's in magazines all over the place. But on a very practical sense, there was so much to do, and we were just trying to get stuff made so fast. It was more of a companionship of people who like to build monsters. I think we're all monster kids, so we watched monster movies Saturday morning, and so there was a little bit of that kind of brotherhood. We talk a shorthand.
When I first started at ILM, Return of the Jedi was about 1.5 years, 2 years away. And what was great about that is it gave me an opportunity to work in the model shop, establish relationships with people, including Joe Johnston. By the time Return of the Jedi came around, he knew what I could do, and so I was one of the first model makers who was brought on that show to help make prototypes and work with Joe to design some of the spaceships.
Still talking about that movie, And they're starting to call some of the things we did back then, because it was film, they're calling it the golden age of ILM, because it was still kind of like the Wild West. It was very playful. By the time I left, it didn't feel that way anymore. I was around Howard the Duck. Everybody was working on different things, and the camaraderie had definitely changed. And I don't know what it's like now, but I'll tell you, it was one fun place to work at. And that's where I pinched myself, where it was like, yeah, it was work, but we also knew we were doing something that was going to be cinematically lasting. But I was only 25 years old, I was really young, 25, 26.
You just peel off the little label on the top. Put it on the table, don't chuck it on the ground or it makes slither. You take the little cap on the top.
Eric, cool your attitude. Kim? Yes?
It's not working, Mark.